Los Angeles burned in flames. But what if I told you none of it was a coincidence? Dark facts and unanswered questions suggest that these fires may have been carefully orchestrated. Get ready, because what you're about to hear will change everything you think about these disasters. Los Angeles has become the stage for one of the most significant recent tragedies, as fires ravaged entire neighborhoods, claiming lives and destroying dreams. Unsettling questions began to emerge. Was all this really a matter of chance? Or is there something much bigger hiding in the shadows? Today, we'll delve into the evidence suggesting these fires may have been deliberately planned. What we're about to reveal might shake your understanding of what's happening behind the scenes of power. Before we dive in, we'd like to ask for your support. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a few seconds, but it makes a world of difference to us. Amid the chaos, a series of intriguing events caught attention. The city's mayor was conveniently out of the country, water reservoirs were mysteriously low, and the fire department, responsible for containing the flames, faced massive budget cuts just months before the tragedy. Too many coincidences, or signs of something much darker? Get ready for an analysis that connects the dots of a chilling puzzle. Fact 01. The mayor and her trip. Imagine an entire city engulfed in devastating fires, with thousands of people desperately seeking help as their homes and lives are consumed by flames. Yet the one who should have been leading emergency efforts was thousands of miles away. The mayor of Los Angeles, at the most critical moment of this tragedy, was on an international trip. Coincidence or a calculated absence? The lingering question is, why would someone responsible for protecting the city be away precisely when they were needed most? The official justification for the mayor's trip failed to convince many. As citizens faced one of the greatest crises in Los Angeles' history, rumors began circulating that her absence was not only untimely, but possibly intentional. What did she know before the fires started? And more importantly, who was truly in charge of emergency actions during this chaotic period? The lack of direct leadership left the city vulnerable and raised suspicions about what was really happening behind the scenes. Critics point out that this trip raises a series of questions. In a scenario where quick and firm decisions could save lives, why did the mayor choose not to be present? Was her absence part of a larger plan, or merely a series of poorly explained mistakes? What's clear is that while Los Angeles burned, its top representative was far away, and the timing of this trip seems far from a mere coincidence. Fact 02. Intentionally low water reservoirs. A city like Los Angeles, known for its frequent wildfires, should be prepared for emergencies requiring substantial water supplies. However, during the most recent fires, it was discovered that water reservoirs were at critically low levels. How could such a failure happen in a metropolis that relies on these resources to protect lives and combat natural disasters? What seemed like poor management soon appeared to be another intriguing piece of a chilling puzzle. Data reveals that the reservoirs began showing alarmingly low levels weeks before the fires. Experts question why authorities didn't take preventive measures, such as redirecting water resources or investing in emergency infrastructure. Was this negligence, or was the situation intentionally orchestrated to weaken the city's response to the fires? The water shortage coincided eerily with the time when firefighting efforts were most critical, raising serious doubts about the true causes of this problem. As firefighters reported difficulties accessing enough water to contain the flames, citizens began wondering, why wasn't there a contingency plan? Some believe this situation wasn't an accident, but part of a larger strategy to worsen the damage and benefit hidden interests. What lies behind these mysteriously low reservoirs? And who, after all, stood to gain from this crisis that left Los Angeles even more vulnerable? Fact 03. Budget cuts to the fire department. Months before the fires devastated Los Angeles, a surprising decision was made: significant budget cuts to the fire department. These cuts directly impacted the team's ability to respond to emergencies like the wildfires. which historically pose a constant threat to the region. Why was such a risky decision implemented? And more importantly, who made this decision and for what purpose? The lack of resources was one of the factors that left the city vulnerable when it most needed protection. With fewer resources, firefighters reported operational difficulties, from equipment maintenance to the availability of trained personnel. Many had to face the flames with limited resources, battling against fire and time. Crisis management experts questioned the rationale behind these cuts, pointing out that they not only compromise public safety, but also create opportunities for large-scale tragedies to occur. Was it merely a financial planning mistake, or were there hidden interests in weakening the city's response capacity? Curiously, these cuts occurred during a period of heightened fire risk due to adverse weather conditions and expert warnings about the need to strengthen disaster preparedness. For some, this decision wasn't just negligent, but strategic. With fewer firefighters available and limited resources, the severity of the fires increased exponentially. Who would benefit from such an amplified disaster? These budget cuts may be the link connecting a series of planned events designed to turn Los Angeles into the stage for a premeditated catastrophe. Fact 4. Los Angeles wants to be a smart city. Los Angeles has ambitious plans to become one of the world's leading smart cities by 2028. With projects including connected infrastructure, intelligent transportation systems, and urban management based on cutting-edge technology, the city promises a revolution in how its citizens live and interact. The goal is to implement sensors, artificial intelligence, and big data to optimize everything from traffic to energy consumption, promoting efficiency, sustainability, and safety. But with such an advanced future ahead, an unsettling question arises. Could the chaos of the fires be a strategy to accelerate urban transformation? Experts suggest that the fires, by devastating large areas of the city, may have created conditions for urban redesign more aligned with the smart city concept. Rebuilding these areas offers an opportunity to implement modern technologies without the challenges of adapting old infrastructure. Additionally, devalued land and destroyed properties could facilitate investments in grand revitalization projects, raising suspicions about who is really behind this transformation. The Los Angeles of 2028 may become a symbol of progress, but also carries the shadow of the tragedies that paved its way. Fact 05. Canceled insurance policies. Another point that raises suspicions is the increase in canceled insurance policies by major insurers operating in the Los Angeles area. In the months leading up to the fires, several companies stopped renewing contracts in higher-risk areas, citing unsustainable costs and frequent catastrophe claims. This left residents vulnerable and without financial protection in the event of a disaster. But the big question is, did these insurers know something the public didn't? The timing of these decisions doesn't seem like mere coincidence. If the fires were truly unexpected events, how can we explain the strategic withdrawal of insurers from areas that became the hardest hit? Some critics believe these corporations may have received advanced information or analyzed suspicious patterns indicating a calculated risk of large-scale fires. By canceling policies before the tragedy, insurers avoided paying billions in claims, leaving victims to fend for themselves. Were these actions the result of legitimate risk analysis, or yet another piece in a larger game where profits always come before people? The fires in Los Angeles left a trail of destruction and pain, but also a series of questions that cannot be ignored. From the mayor's suspicious absence to empty reservoirs, budget cuts to the fire department, and the actions of insurers, everything points to something much larger and darker. Too many coincidences, seemingly unrelated factors that, when analyzed together, suggest a disturbing pattern. Who really benefits from this tragedy, and what else might be hidden from the public eye? While many answers remain in the dark, what we do know is enough to question what's happening behind the scenes. Were the fires part of a larger plan to transform the city or benefit hidden interests? The truth may be closer than we imagine, but it takes courage to seek it. And what about you? What do you think about all of this? Leave your comment share this video, and help uncover what's behind these flames. The truth needs to come to light.